Taking a look at the other side of Initiative 1351, dealing with class size restrictions and requiring the hiring of about 15,000 new teachers. Joining us on the KXOY Live line with the Yes on 1351 campaign is Mary Howes. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Well, give us your side of things. Making sure that the classrooms, fewer kids per teacher, hiring new teachers, sounds pretty good.
Well, it is good. I don't know if your listeners know this, but right now Washington ranks 47th out of 50 states in class size, and that means that our kids are in some of the most crowded classrooms in the nation. We know that's just not good for kids, and we really want to make sure that students are getting that individual attention that they need, and that they really are, especially for struggling students or students that are in challenging classes, we really want to make sure that we're doing right by our students.
Mary, we've heard a figure of $6 billion to fund this. We've heard $2 billion a year. If the legislature has to come up with this money, where does it come from? What gets cut?
Those are new numbers. I haven't heard those numbers before. I think this is phased in over a 4-year period, and the numbers are not that high. And the state really has already been found to be failing to fully fund education, and they have to fully fund education anyway. This just simply makes sure that when they fully fund education, they address the class size issue, because that's where parents and students really feel the lack of funding for education.
And Mary, with the hiring of these thousands of new teachers, where is the plan to put these new teachers? Will they be in the classroom to make to kind of spread out the students in each classroom, or are these positions going to be, other types of positions outside of the classroom?
So this initiative has some flexibility in it because it is a statewide initiative. So bear in mind that there are a lot of schools and classrooms that are available, and districts just simply don't have the money for the staff. So where there's room available, they'll be able to hire additional teachers. Lower class sizes have more classrooms. But there are some places where there's been a growth in enrollment, and they don't have the facilities right now. And what this initiative does is it gets adults working with kids right away while we address those issues. So it still provides the money for staff that work in schools directly with students. That certainly could be an additional teacher. For example, there are kindergarten classrooms with 30 students. If there's not another room in that building, maybe they would have 2 teachers in that room with 30 students, so that at least the kids are getting more attention. But it could also it could vary from building to building, and they could decide to have an assistant come in or have a reading specialist that takes out small groups of kids and works with them. So there's that flexibility if they don't have the space.
Mary Howes, we appreciate your time this morning.
Great, thank you.